Hello everyone, Wayne here back again with another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to accept your federal student loans. It's going to be a long one, so get ready. Music please. Unlike the last few videos, we're going to start directly at the e-bill itself. Now you will notice that your loans have not been applied to the bill. Let's fix that. Return to the home page by clicking, home, and click on Financial Aid. Then click on Accept Loans. For as long as you're registered for at least 6 credits, you are eligible for federal student loans. I will now explain to you what a subsidized loan and unsubsidized loan is. A subsidized loan is a loan that will not build up interest while you are attending school, during a grace period when you leave school, and when you have a deferment period when you postpone paying the loan. An unsubsidized loan is the opposite. The interest will keep accumulating on the unsubsidized loan throughout all periods. But this is just the beginning. You still have to accept or decline these loans. Now you can choose which loans you want to accept or decline. For example, you can accept all the subsidized loans and decline all the unsubsidized loans. Or you can accept a portion of your loans, accept them all, or decline them all. For any of the loans you decline, you can choose to accept them at a later time. But for the loans you click Accept on, a link will come up telling you that you need to fill out 2 applications in order for the Student Financial Service Office to certify the loans. Click on the link and it will take you to this page, and it will show you the 2 applications you need to complete. Just so you're aware, the page I'm looking at is the demo page, and it may not be exactly the same as what you're going to be looking at in the future. You then click on Complete Aid Process, and then choose Complete Entrance Counseling, and there you are. And the second is the Master Promissory Note, MPN. Now these applications are only for first-time borrowers and those new coming to college at purchase. Bear in mind that if these applications are not satisfied, the school cannot certify the student's federal loans. Also, bear in mind that this is to show you the main points you need to know about, so I won't cover absolutely everything, as that will make this video much longer. So let's begin, starting with entrance counseling. On the first page, make sure to review your current student loan balance for your federal student loans. You can click on the Add Loan button to estimate what you can potentially owe in the future. Make sure to click on the drop-down boxes to get additional information. It's good to stay on top of things. Review the loan basics to understand fees and how interest works. Click on the arrows to get definitions of the different terms. You also must understand the differences in types of federal student loans and the loan limits based on your year and dependency status. Also on the pages, there's going to be questions you need to answer to proceed. No need to panic, as the answers are on the page themselves. They aren't trying to trick you. At the bottom of the page, click Continue. Now on to the next page. This section will help you understand how to budget. You first start by putting in information in Your Funds section. You can also refer to your SUNY award letter or your financial aid under MyHeliotrope to know what you need to put in. I'm just going to type in some information as an example. Next, type in your information in your expenses section. It will be useful to refer to your e-bill for some of these. This should give you an idea of your budget further down the page. Don't forget to click on the arrow down buttons to see more information. You should especially read Plan Ahead and limit your expenses. Another important section is the Interest Savings Calculator. This section will allow you to estimate your future monthly payments. Start by calculating your future annual income, then your loan balance. You will then be able to see estimates of your future monthly loan payments based on the different repayment options, which you can learn about in the next section. Click Continue to move forward. Make sure you read through the page and look at your options for repayment. Get an idea for what repayment plan works for you. Also, take some time to click and watch the YouTube video at the end of the page. When you're ready to move on, at the bottom of the page, click Continue. Getting tired of me saying that yet? It's extremely important that you do not default on your loans. Defaulting on your loans will damage your credit history and ability to borrow more student loans or any loan at all in the future. You can learn about the differences between deferment and forbearance by clicking on these. You can also estimate the interest your loans will build up should you postpone your payments. I highly recommend you read the sections Forgive, Cancel, or Discharge Your Debts, Delinquency and Default, Records and Disputes, and Loan Consolidation. Neither I or anyone at Purchase want you to default, so please don't. Click Continue to move forward. Now this part will give you tips and tricks on your finances when planning for the future, so you don't default. It will also give you an idea regarding your future income and the taxes you will need to pay back to Uncle Sam. I highly advise you to read about your credit history and identity theft. There's also some helpful tips on using credit cards and other forms of borrowing, such as a car payment. Once you're done here, you can click on Submit, and that takes care of this. The final page here will go over some details from the previous pages regarding your student loans and additional resources you can use. So that takes care of entrance counseling. Now we move on to the Master Promissory Note, MPN. The MPN is the closing contract that the student is promising to submit and repay on the loan that they have borrowed. Yet again, this is only for first-time borrowers and those new coming to purchase. Those returning will not have to do this. Starting out on the first page, enter in your permanent and mailing address, which I'm going to blur out mine as I am mysterious. For all you know, I'm not even here right now. I'm an illusion. But anyway, next you will need to add context to your contact information and your school information that I will not censor, as you already know what school this is. Click Continue to move forward. You will need to list 2 references. However, they both cannot use the same address. You will then need to fill in basic information for each reference. It is highly recommended to use a parent as your first reference. Click Continue. Please carefully review the information you provided. You can click Edit to make changes. Click on Continue once you have verified all the information is correct. This is the final step in the MPN process. Please take the time to read the following: borrower request, certifications, authorizations and understandings, promise to pay, NPN terms and conditions, loan cancellation and interest, loan fee, late charges and collection costs, grace period and repayment. You must also read borrower's rights and responsibility statement, annual loan limits, interest rate, and repaying your loan. Once you've devoured all this information, sign and submit, and voila, you're done. Once the entrance counseling and MPN have been finished and submitted, the school shall receive it within 24 hours. So there you have it, everyone. All the things you need to know in order to accept your student federal loans. So that does it for this video. So until next time, this is your old pal Wayne signing off. Take care, everyone. Video over.